So the biggest high school basketball matchup all year, easily the game of the year, just went down between Ypsi Prep and Lake Norman Christian, featuring, y'all already know, Mikey Williams and Emoni Bates. And this heavily anticipated matchup did not disappoint at all. I'm talking about it went down to the wire, go ahead buckets, and it was just everything you would expect of such a hyped up game. We're talking about the 5th best player for his class in Mikey Williams, who played like it too, versus Emoni Bates, who many people feel is the best player in all of high school basketball. And if you're unaware of the results to this game, Lake Norman Christian actually pulled off the upset and took down Emoni Bates and Ypsi Prep. So yeah, man, in this video, we're just going to talk about what this game revealed, how Emoni played, how Mikey played, and all of that good stuff. But before I go any further, what's good YouTube, Plug Speaks, back with a vid. If you are new to the channel, first of all, welcome, go ahead and subscribe. I upload quality basketball content 3 to 4 times a week, and we're trying to hit 5K by March, right, for sure. Appreciate it, man. But back to the vid though. So let me start out with the actual headline matchup of Mikey Williams versus Emoni Bates before I talk about the whole game entirely. And as far as Mikey, I honestly don't believe he could have played any better this game besides playing some better defense, because besides his good numbers of 19 points, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists in this game, every single one of his points mattered, and they were timely, basically just the opposite of empty stats. Plus, throughout the game, you could just hear the commentators saying stuff like, Mikey is not forcing anything, he's not forcing his shot. I mean, he said it like 1,000 times, and it was facts, because Mikey played very composed for the most part, and when his team was down almost double digits in the 4th quarter, I was thinking like Mikey's lack of aggression is going to cause them to lose, but he started hooping late in the game right when they needed him to. Also, any narratives that he doesn't know how to play without dominating the ball is huge cap at this point, because if anything, he showed in this game that he's really learned to play off the ball and still be effective. And now I don't have his shooting efficiency numbers, but I know for a fact that he shot the ball at an efficient level, because he was not out there forcing shots and he just looked in control. And by the way, another narrative we can go ahead and shut down is the fact that he only plays good against bad competition. We can go ahead and throw this in the trash. He literally just dropped off, so I'm not going to say dropped off, but he dropped 19 against Emoni Bates and helped lead his team to a win. I mean, if that does not satisfy you, you must want this man to go out there and be playing NBA teams. But no, in all seriousness, there were times in this game where he was guarding Emoni Bates one-on-one, which I know sounds ridiculous. It's a terrible matchup. Emoni Bates is 8 inches taller than him, but again, it just shows you Mikey was not trying to duck any competition. And I know this is a lot of praise for Mikey. It might make some people mad, but that's too bad, because a lot of people, including me, believe Lake Norman would lose in embarrassing fashion, but that did not happen, and I gotta give credit accordingly. But anyway, on to Emoni Bates. He showed a lot of what we already knew, which is that he's really an unguardable bucket. By the way, his 20 points against Lake Norman came fresh off sitting out a couple of games due to injuries and coming off the bench and playing with a minutes restriction. So yeah, considering these factors, there's not many bad things I could even say about his play in Ypsi Prep's loss. And trust, as soon as he got into the game, he was on go, and it still surprises me that someone so tall, so lanky, can dribble better than some 5'9" guards. It's not even fair, but yeah, he was aggressive all game long, and just like his game against Chet Holmgren back in 2020, it looked like he took the game personal, to be honest. He just seems to be that type of competitive player, and all throughout the 4th quarter, you could see it in his face and in his play. Now, he did miss a lot of late game shots, but I'm saying you could just tell that he wanted to win badly, and that's what you want to see out of your best player. However, I will also say that trying to hoop with this much emotion can sometimes lead to just flat out poor decisions. And most of Emoni's turnovers or quick unnecessary bad shots this game were caused by his hero ball effort, but then at the same time it's kind of difficult, because if he made these shots, I'd be sitting here just praising how good of a player he is, so I'm not gonna think much of it. He is still Emoni Bates, baby Kevin Durant. But anyway, on to Trey Green, who is finally beginning to gain some well-deserved attention for his play. He hit the go-ahead basket in this game to put Lake Norman in position to win, and he's been a shot maker for this team all season long. and it really cannot be overstated how much having a real solid point guard can do for a team, because I've praised Mikey's transition into playing better off the ball, but one of the main reasons he's able to do this is because of the way Trey Green kind of evens out the amount of defensive pressure teams give Mikey. And Mikey even said it in his post-game interview. When you know you have a teammate that can create their own shot, just go get a bucket, go get a score, it really does help tremendously. And I really won't be surprised if Trey Green racks in much more D1 offers pretty soon here, because he has played like much more than a 5'9" guard. The clutch shots he hits are undeniable. He's just hooping. But anyway, I'm going to end off this video giving a brief, very brief summary of this game for those that did not watch this huge matchup. So yeah, first quarter, second quarter, and third quarter were pretty much just neck and neck. And of course, Lake Norman or Ypsi would go on runs here and there where they might lead by 5 or 6. But after Emoni checked in, things were really just neck and neck until the fourth. Then in the fourth quarter, Ypsi Prep started going crazy and Lake Norman was playing very sloppy. And they started the fourth quarter without Trey Green, so yeah, that's not a coincidence. But yeah, Lake Norman kept turning the ball over, and midway through the fourth, they were down something like 63 to 55, and I thought it was wraps, but that's when Mikey decided it was time. He hit a few deep threes, got them within a few points, and Trey Green did the rest. And it was just fun to watch, for real. High school basketball can be pretty entertaining. Anyway, that's gonna do it for this video. I appreciate y'all watching. Let me know what you think about all of this and Emoni Bates and Mikey Williams as a matchup. Like this up, share, sub if new, all of that y'all already know, and I'm out.